What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Alex and welcome to Nation War Chronicles, a game all about unifying ancient China as the faction you choose to be. So what I'll do is I'll not go into too much detail about the game, but I will leave the game link below, the link to the Steam page below in the description. So do feel free to go and check that out if you enjoy what you see. Also, if you want to see more of this, I'm just going to say this now, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will definitely make some more of these. But if not, I'll move on to the next game. That's kind of how it works. So if you do want to see more, remember to do that. Anyway, what I'm going to do, if you want to see some gameplay, I recommend jumping a couple of minutes into the game, because right now I'm just going to go through some of the factions and talk a little bit about this screen here. So if you want to see a bit of gameplay, just jump a couple of minutes in. But before that, I'm just going to do a little bit of an introduction to this bit here. Okay, so when you go and get into this bit, you can see, we'll go on main nations, we don't want minor nations. You can either pick a main or minor nation. All these ones here are main nations, and then we've got the minor ones. I'm not really gonna talk about the minor nations at all because there's just too many for this video for me to fit in. But there are a lot, and there are a lot of playable factions in this game. But for the major nations, I will go through them now. I'm not going to read all the description about them because I simply don't have the time. So, the first nation here with this nice little emblem here. I'm not quite sure what the emblem is, but that's the Qin dynasty. I don't know if the dynasties are... Yeah, I think there's dynasties. And they get... they're quite an easy, recommended for beginners, as all the major nations are. And their main features are they can make core costs at minus 5%, army morales plus 0.2%, and the max army is plus 3. Then we move on to the Baland. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm really sorry if I pronounce some of these wrong. Pronunciation has never been my forte, in all honesty. So their features are army morale plus 0.2, make core cost minus 5%, just like the first one we saw. But they do monthly dip to PT increase minus 0.1, and annual diplomatic reputation increases at minus 0.5. So they're in red, so they've got a couple of drawbacks. But obviously you need to assess that yourself when you play it. The Sui make core cost the same, not minus 0.5, building cost minus 10%. In fact, I probably won't go through all these. You can have a look while I'm just pronouncing them. And if you want me to have a closer look at any of them, leave that in the comments and I will do for the next episode. The Jing, which we might play, I've not decided yet. Their min autonomy is minus 10%. Then we've got the Qi, or QI, I apologise if that's wrong pronunciation. They get bonus tax and trade income. There's Chu, or Chu, I'm not 100% sure. Yearly legitimacy rate change plus 1, and then annual diplomatic relations actually decrease by 0.5, so that's not very good. The Wu we've got there, army morale and make core costs are their bonuses. We've got the Yui. These are the faction which in the tutorial I played as, so I'm pretty sure that probably that's for every tutorial you will play as these, and I think I'm going to start the campaign as these. And so they get plus 2 army max and maintenance free castle plus 1, so they're two very nice bonuses which hopefully we'll be able to maximise in our playthrough. And then the Yan, and they've got bonus host plus 10%, and annual inflation increase at minus 5%, and I might as well do the last one. The Lu, yearly prestige change plus 0.1, and diplomatic tech research plus speed plus 5%. So they'd be quite good, but I think we're going to go through what I started with in the tutorial, just because I know roughly what I'm going to do in this episode for them. So hopefully that should all go swimmingly, but it probably won't, knowing me. So I'll quickly go into the settings now. So difficulty, I'm not going to leave it on simple because I imagine that that'd be hopefully too easy for me. So I'm going to do ordinary, I'm going to go the one step up. It shouldn't be too difficult, but it gives me a chance to kind of challenge myself while I'm learning the game. AI hostility, hopefully it won't be like Gandhi in Civilization, if anyone's ever played that. So we'll go middle, we're not going to go high. Unrest, rise, I'm tempted to have that on low, just while I don't want people getting unhappy and angry with us when I'm not. No, I put it on. No, I'll leave it on low. For if I do another playthrough of this or anything like that, I will definitely turn it up. But just as I'm getting started and just having a quick playthrough of the game, well, the first playthrough of the game, I'll keep it on low. And then army size is completely fine on middle. So let's jump into it as the Yui nation. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, aren't I? Okay, so here we are in game. We've got our 3 settlements here of Oh, I can't. I'm rubbish at pronunciation. Kuasakia, or hang on, Kuasika, Yuyao, and Yuhang. So there are 3 castles to start with, and as you can see, we can manage them from over here on the castles. We can see what lands we own. In regards to the rest of the interface, I think it's a lot like Europa Universals. I think it was that I used to play quite a lot of. You've got these little notifications here. Everything's kind of organised at the top with your resources. It reminds me a lot of that. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's kind of based on that. We've also got those resources and armies down this side as well, which is very similar. So you've got the government tab here. We'll go into that in a second through one of these notifications. We've got diplomacy, economy, trade, technology, religion, military, personnel, and policies. So we'll go through all of them as we go through the game. But the first thing I'm going to do is start clicking on these little green things here, because they're very satisfying to click on. And as you can see, our government, we're in a position to hire people. Now this is quite an interesting note here though. Official loyalty is less than 50. There will probably be a push out. The current official struggle is 11%. The higher the official struggle, officials are likely to be pushed out. So really you want as many loyal people in here as you can. But as I found, it could be a bit of a pain in the arse to get them. So I think the 2 main roles here are the Prime Minister and the Tai Wei. He's basically a general. So he's in charge of your army, and the Prime Minister's obviously in charge of kind of other affairs. So it's good to have administration points for the Prime Minister, and and similar things for the general there. So for the Prime Minister, let's see what we've got here. Oh dear, we've not got much good stuff here at all, have we? Administration-wise, we're poor. And look at the loyalty. So we've got administration there, loyalty, and power. I mean, we've got some decent power here, but they're not loyal. They're like cats. You give them some food, they're your best friends. I'm not really sure I want any of these to be our Prime Minister just yet. We'll see. We'll see what else comes along. I'm not gonna rush into that. They are quite key positions, but I need loyal people. We're trying to conquer ancient China. We're trying to overthrow everybody else, and yeah, we need people that are loyal and that are on our side. So here we have the technology interface. We've got administrative, diplomatic, and military. All of these achieve different things. Administrative, I think, leads to farming, things like that. Diplomatic leads to... I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look. Let's have a look in our city and see what diplomatic buildings. So to get on that, you just click on your city there, and then we can go on build building. So here are the diplomatic buildings. They look like economic buildings. So market, a brothel. You know, I'm not going to comment on that. A canal, a school. Yeah, so we've got all kinds of different buildings there. Bit weird that a brothel's in the same kind of thing as a school, but you'd think they'd be set in different sections, but I kind of guessed that they've got to go in there, haven't they? We've got military buildings, we've got defence buildings, so they'll all come under military technology. And then these things like your farms and your crop fields are all administrative. So that's building wise, and we can't actually research anything until we've got them to build anything until we've got the technologies. So the first technology we'll research when we get the chance is recycling. But to get that, we need 152 administrative points stocked up there, and we also need 101 gold stocked up here. We've got the 101 gold, so it's just going to be getting them administrative points nicely collected for us to start researching stuff. But that shouldn't take too long. That should happen pretty quick when we get into the swing of things. There are no cities to convert to our religions. We can't send any emissaries then, because we can't do that. This is open the religion tab. What I was doing in the tutorial was basically sending missionaries to our 3 cities to convert them all to the main religion, but we can't do that as of yet. I think that shouldn't be too much of a problem for us though, because I think with the uprising, the discontent at low, we're unlikely to see the religion kind of making a massive factor in our civilization, in our dynasty, sorry. Okay, so after that, we've got the economy tab. So there we can control income, tax rate, collection rate. We can also control expenses, so we could turn the army maintenance down, the navy maintenance down, and the castle maintenance down. We're not going to do any of that. Army recovery we could perhaps turn down once we've got rid of some baddies, but we'll talk about that once we've done that. It's on max at the minute, so we could save ourselves a bit of money. This shows our income, so we're currently making 173 gold. And spending 26, so we're making a nice profit there. I think this is monthly, by the way, and that's showing our balance there of 147 coins, which is the income minus the expenses. So that's that tab there for you. There are other things which I'm sure we'll go into throughout this playthrough if we continue to play it, but yeah, we'll go through that then. And then after that we've got this. Wow, this is the policies. This is where you can make missions. This is a lot like Europa Universals, isn't it? So we can increase prestige. We need to pick pretty much a basic one. We're not going to be building the Great Wall just yet, believe me. We are a long way off that. So here we need to pick a mission, so we can either increase prestige. Our country is in an unknown position for a long time. Basically, we need prestige so everyone thinks we're great. It's necessary to give them some colour to see and improve our international prestige so that they can look up to us, so we can be seen as superior. We can also increase our legality, which is basically our legitimacy. So what this will just put us in a stronger position to control our lands and not be too scared of uprisings and people backstabbing us in our own faction. So legitimacy is quite important, and that is one I'm probably going to go for very early on, if not first. We've also got storage dip points, and that's basically saying just collect some diplomatic points and store them. So we could do that, and then we could improve religious unity. Something we definitely, like I said, it might not be so important with the risk of uprising being a bit lower, but something we could definitely focus on as the game progresses. These change as well, I think you get different ones every time. But for this one, I think we're going to go for increasing our legitimacy. I think that could be very useful, and I think it's something that just should really be happening. Now, I need to click on the tick. So, the legitimacy of our government is too low, and some nobles seem to look down upon our rulers. And I think it is time for these arrogant people to have a look at it. So, hopefully we'll complete that. We need to keep that in our back of the back of our minds throughout the early stages of this playthrough. But yeah, we've accepted that. I'm not going to be accepting any of these because I'm not going to build the Great Wall or anything. I think we'll start small and we'll see if we can complete that. Maybe have a look at that in a little while. We've got some others as well, so there's quite a lot. Oh, consolidate the army. We'll have a look though. I don't want to focus on that right now. And then underneath that we've got policies. So we've got slavery. So we can either take a liberal approach or we can enslave everybody, things like that, and we can change them. But we're not going to be can we change them? Yeah, I think we can. But we're not going to be changing them around just yet. I think it takes stability. Yes, cost 0.25 stability. We've currently got 0, so we're not in a position to change them at all. But we could do later on in the game. And then we've got people we could possibly hire. I'm looking for somebody loyal, someone to stand beside the king and honour him. Work with him and not plot against him. This guy's a loyalist at 38 loyalty. But how good actually is he? His admin powers average, I'd say. Better than some, worse than others. His diplomatic power is very poor. Military power is actually quite good at, so maybe he could be in charge of our military. Until I think we need to get somebody in these positions. Yeah, I think there's a lot of options we can actually try and assassinate him, but we're not going to. I think we'll hire him. Yes. And then hopefully we can put him in a position of government. Then we'll put him in charge of the army. Here he is, look. There we go. Yes, do you want... Yes, I do. I want him to work as that. So at least we've got somebody in the government now. We'll have to keep working at it, though. Hopefully he'll get more loyalty. We've rewarded him with a position. Hopefully he'll be loyal to us and not work against us. Okay. So now we've done that, as you can see, our lands, look how lovely they are, apart from these roaming thieves, these peasants that have choose to disobey us and loot our lands. So the right thing to do here is to set upon them with our army and get rid of them. So I'm going to send this one over here, and I'm going to send out our second army, because we've got two. Zoom in a little bit to see him. Over here, in case he tries something clever. Try and make a mistake. We've also got one over there, so we definitely need to deal with them. Otherwise he could come meandering into here, into Yu Hang's territory. He's already in it. But he could come to the city and cause all kinds of problems. So we've set them on there. I think I've been... Oh, let's turn the hexagons on, actually. Because I like the... No. I want the hexagons. There we go, the grid. I like knowing kind of... I like hexagons. They make everything seem more intellectual, don't they? Right, so now we've sorted kind of a large amount of the affairs within our within our dynasty. Let's start reaching out to other dynasties and have a look what we've got around us. So to the south, to the south we have got the Austrayui tribe, or dynasty, sorry, should I say, not a tribe. Much more sophisticated than just a tribe. And they're not got too much power at this stage. Obviously we'll be keeping an eye on them. But what I'd say about them is their lands seem rather isolated and ripe for the picking. By us, the stronger civilization. If we could absorb Audi and Jumi, or however you pronounce them, into our dynasty, we'd be in a much stronger position there. So we've got to focus on perhaps doing that. To the east, we can't see who's to the east, but I'm sure behind these mountains a couple of dynasties that have their eyes on our lands will be lurking. And then, but what we can see is to the north. And to the north we've got quite a few civilizations. Right now I'm just going to focus on the three that kind of border us. So we'll start over here with these fellows. The Shu, or the Shu, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But they are more powerful. They're more powerful than the civilization we've got to the dynasty we've got to the south. So we've got to keep an eye on them. Hopefully they won't get their eyes set on Yu Hang and draw us into conflict. Then we've got the Tongland above us here to the north. They're also reasonably powerful, but all of these, we can make friends with some of these and hopefully that'll secure our position. And then just to the east a bit, to the northeast should I say, we've got the Wu dynasty. Now they are quite powerful, so we've got to keep an eye on them. So we've got three strong dynasties to the north and one slightly weaker one ripe for the picking to the south. So we're probably going to set our sights on expanding to the south. But that's not going to happen quite yet, and we're way off putting plans in place for that. So I think the sensible thing to do is make ourselves an ally, and I very much like the look of the Wu dynasty here. They're very strong, they border some of our rivals here, and they can definitely get involved in a war if we need them to. Also, if they try and drag us into a war, we can just kind of ignore it a little bit, because the people they're fighting, or could potentially be fighting, are kind of out of our range. We don't need to worry about them too much. And if they drag us into a war with the Tongland tribe, we'd be more than happy to oblige and hopefully gain some prestige and lands for ourselves. So I think we're going to start trying to improve relations with them straight away, if I can. There we go. Improve relations with these, please. Do you wish to send a gift to the Wu? This will cost 0 and improve our... Oh, that's... Okay, so we should probably send a gift of money. How much have we got? Ooh, we've only got 117. Yeah. Maybe we want to save our money a little bit first, but definitely something we've got on our mind. Can we just offer an alliance anyway? Do you think they'd accept? I'm interested. Would you accept that? So do you wish to offer an alliance with Wu? This will significantly improve the relations between us, prevent distrust, and help each other in times of war, especially when one has an invasion. When you are in a war, you can click ally. Yep, so we could call them to a war, but currently they deny that. But only just a little bit of work on the diplomatic front when we've got a bit more money could definitely be something on the cards there. And I think they're the ones we want to ally with right now. Alright, so I think I've been through pretty much everything I want to go through kind of with the game paused, so let's jump into it. We've unpaused it. As you can see up here we have the year and what year it is, and we also have the time, so we can speed things up pretty quickly or we can leave them to go pretty slowly. Ah, look at them, they're walking around in our land. We can't stand for this. Head up here and stop Yuhang being looted. I think we've killed the other ones though. Yes, our country's militia defeated the thief. So hopefully we'll have gained something from that. It's here, look. We defeated thieves, which gives us the following benefits. We gained 10 gold from that, which is nice. Never turn your nose up at any gold, people. Gold can be amazing. We've gained 1 prestige, and we've gained a little bit of legitimacy, which is important because that is our kind of a little side mission going on right now. So that's nice. I'm glad we've done that, and we've also gained some. Oh, we've gained 1 legitimacy. Look, so we've gained 0.05 army tradition as well, which is also a nice bonus. So we're going to send these over here and hopefully gain some more legitimacy. And we've got now 74, and we're going to need, I think it was 90. Can we have a look at our missions? Where are these missions? I forgot. I'll find them in a minute. Policies, there we go. The one I didn't click on. So how many do we need to get it to again? I'm pretty sure it's 90 something. Right, okay, we'll carry on. We'll carry on at a slower speed so we can watch these mince these other ones. Come on. Mince them! Chase them! Mince! Mince them! Kill them! They're nothing but mere peasants! Oh no. Yeah, we've paused that. There. Can we pause that, please? There is a guy... that our troops are too corrupt. He urged reform, while others are firmly opposed, because his scheme is too radical, but the reformers in the folk and a very high prestige. If we refuse to reform, it may cause unrest. How do we choose? How do we decide? So I think we're going to have to go resolute reform. We're going to have to sacrifice the gold and the military power for now. And we'll have to do resolute reform. Okay. Anyway, kill these people! Kill! 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 God, what is this? It's like a dance. Oh, no, it's pause. That's why no one's dying. Someone get some boogie music on in the background. Some Bee Gees, perhaps. Alright, I think we're going to make pretty quick work of them. Many more spawned, just to check. Alright, you head back to the capital there, please, while we're killing these over here. We're also going to have another look at these, see if we've got any more decent ministers. No, we have... Oh, he's rubbish. No thanks. I'd rather do it myself. No. We've got him for all the positions. So Imperial Censor and Lord Guard are almost certainly going to remain unoccupied positions until we've filled Prime Minister. And we might have to get some... There's nobody of any loyalty though. That's my issue with this. We need some loyal people. Oh, and we can start sending these to. We'll send our first missionary to the capital. That's perhaps the most important city, so it makes sense to start converting the population there. And then, oh, we've defeated the thief, so we've got some more prestige, gold, and legitimacy, plus army tradition. So that's very nice. And now the guy, look, we can see him just there, fighting thin air. That's my boys. Are we in a position to research any technology yet? I don't think we are. I think it pops up and tells you when we are. But we're not a million... Oh, we need 50 more administration points. So it could be a little while yet. Now, the camera is very sensitive on this game, I do have to say. Okay, so at least we've got a target now. We know long term we want to absorb this kind of faction here in. It's just doing it and getting round to doing it. I think we want to build up a little bit first with what we've got. Consolidate and then expand, and that's how we're going to play this game. Can we build any more troops yet? This is where this next to the buildings. Oh, we can, look. So we can spend 210 of our 298 gold on some Langya force. We don't really want militia. Militia tend to be weak in most games I play. And these look stronger. Ooh, the crossbows though, wouldn't that be nice? Have an ranged unit. I think we'll go with these though, and we'll start recruiting them now because it does take quite a while to build them. 136 days, so we need to get building them now. We'll save our money up though for when we've got technology. We've got some more administration points. Okay. Oh my god, what's going on here? Oh no, that's not in our lands, that's fine. Kill them all you like, rebel all you like against these people. Do as much damage as you possibly can. It'll make us easier to walk in and take their cities. Okay. Okay, so we've got something else has popped up here. Alright, we've got another missionary available, yay! So we're going to send that to, I think we'll send that to Yuhang. It doesn't really matter the other two. We've got the capital converting, so I'm pretty happy to send it either. And I've sent it to Yuhang. Okay, so I think... Oh, we're quite a long way into this video, so I think... Oh, look! Some more have spawned. Let's kill these before the end. We'll do it pretty quickly. You can run, but you can't hide! Just kill them, please. Yeah, lovely. Alright, dispatched them pretty nice, and that should give us some more prestige, etc. Yep, we've defeated the thieves. Oh, 15 gold, 1.5 prestige, 1.5 legitimacy, which is even better. It's all going swimmingly so far in this early game, but there is so much left to explore and do, so many more things we need to do and build up. So if you do want to see me continue this series, hit that like button and subscribe. So thank you for watching. Do remember to hit that like button, and I will hopefully see you very shortly for another episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.